Peter Maguire joining us. He's market strategist at xm.com. Peter, great to have you on the show. And welcome to NDTV Profit. A pleasure to speak with you as always. Just your comments on what happens if India actually pares down its purchase from Russian oil. Putting this into context that this is a claim and a hope that the Trump administration has communicated earlier, and it hasn't quite happened. India's stance is that we will buy oil where it suits us.
Well, good morning, Tamara. I think there's many moving parts to this, as we well know, and I want to wish everyone a happy and wonderful Diwali, by the way.
Thank you to you too, Peter.
Thank you. So I think the first part is we hear President Trump and his rhetoric, and we understand, and you wouldn't come out with a bold comment like that if there wasn't negotiation between Prime Minister Modi and President Trump. So let's put that aside and now move forward and say, right, where is this oil going to be purchased from, and how long does it take to wean oneself off that Russian crude? You just don't stop immediately, as President Trump said. I would think it'd take a matter of weeks, if not a month or two. And then President Trump saying, do we offer US crude as a solution to this for Indian refiners? And then the next part of it is, if the war does stop, and that's what President Trump's trying to create, then it's okay for India to resume purchasing Russian crude, Tamara.
Talk about what we've seen in the recent past, Peter, and good morning to you. With regard to the supply in the oil market, right? This is unlikely to change anything materially, though you have India as one of the top purchasers of global crude. There is plenty of supply that is currently available, especially after that latest announcement of an increase in supply. Would you agree? And would you also say that there is a cap, there is a ceiling on oil prices as things stand right now?
I think so, Alex, and good morning. I feel as though that this mood is one of, first off, an oversupply to the market. We're all understanding from a glut perspective in this fourth quarter, and this will lead into naturally the start of 26, probably up to Easter. So that's going to mean one simple thing, I would think, which would be cheaper energy prices and a ratcheting down of where we are at the moment. We've got WTI at 58 3/4. It's probably, you've got the best part of 55 in it by month's end, I would think, 2 weeks out, a downdraft. And I think that Brent would certainly be under 60, or the best part of 62.40 at the moment. So I think that downdraft is going to continue, and that's going to be wonderful for consumers and certainly for inflation. And I think that that's what everyone will get with higher production numbers.
Peter, good morning. I still think it's good morning for you, and happy Diwali to you as well. But do you, independent of what news flow might come in, structurally, does the upside in crude seem capped? It's very important for India, and hence I'm trying to understand from you. If India were to stop buying Russian oil, etc., all of that were to happen, will it structurally still be lower? Will it not cross 75, you reckon?
Well, good morning, Niraj. I think, and good to see you. I feel as though, first off, there would be some buffer in place from the likes of other producers, which would make up any form of impact that particular Russian crude would have. So there would be more supply led to the market, and I think OPEC Plus have got the potential and capacity to do that. And I think that'd be steered through the relationship between President Trump and MBS. So that in turn is going to be how this unwraps. And this is going to be a dynamic situation, because it'll take, as I said, weeks, if not a month or so, to at least wean oneself off the Russian crude, and then we have to see where India is prepared to buy from. So these are all moving parts, and all I can say is President Trump seems to have an answer to everything. So let's see how he moves on this one.
Thank you for that, Peter.